Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. So yes, it's been a while, I apologise, had a lot of in real life stuff going on, went on my stag bachelor weekend over the weekend, still in the transition period from moving house, so it's a little bit crazy. Not really been doing much in war, but I'm going to just show you this war gameplay anyway, just so I have put at least something out there. Can do a little bit of a commentary over it, talk about what's coming next, and yeah, we'll hopefully get everything else sorted after that. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy some gameplay. Now, the majority of this gameplay is going to be completely unboosted and just kind of relying on my knowledge or the champion's abilities to kind of just get me through it, rather than power back boosts and champion boosts and invulnerability and power start 1 boosts and things like that. So I joined this war really late on. Most people had already assigned their own paths, and I was like, oh, it's this masochism node, this will be easy with Nick Fury, no bother. So I get into it and I'm going through it, and every time I trigger a bleed that's in the masochism, you can see there, it gives them the regen over time. If every time I give them the regen, it then adds one of the Furies on in the background. So you see we're currently at 2. I'm trying not to trigger parry there, but I may as well have done, because he's just going to start regening anyway. And at this point, I'm looking at it thinking, I'm like over 30 seconds in, and I've done 10%. He's on 7 charges. So I'm never going to finish this fight before he gets, so he's going to go immortal at the end. That's the first thing. I'm like, right, okay, I need to make sure these light bleeds stick so that I have a chance to even combat this, healing in some way. And you can see here, so we're a minute down, and I've taken off 15%, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, this regen's getting a lot harder. The Furies are starting to add up a little bit. Very, very soon is going to be getting a crazy high Fury. I'm like, right, I need to start thinking about this in a different way. So action plan now is to throw this special 2 off, and put the light bleed on, throw the special 2, see the damage. And we're on about 65%. So if he wouldn't go immortal at the end, we'd be roughly just on track to still be able to finish this. But we know he's going immortal. He's on 22 charges. There's no way of getting around that. That's just what happens. So, midway through the fight, I decide, right, now's the time. Let him just whack me about. I think it's here, I push him to the special 3, and I'm just like, right, let's just go for it. I'm not bothered about time. Don't care. There's 0 chance any of these wars are going to come down to a death timebreaker right now. So let him just throw this special 3, enjoy the animation, probably use it as my thumbnail of me getting smacked around. Somehow, unboosted, Nick actually survived the special 3, which I thought was very, very interesting. I definitely thought I'd be in second life by this point. You see, I'm still clinging on. And I know that my only chance to do this with full attack bonus is to go into my second life and just get that huge damage. So my plan is, just as I'm about to get into the special 2 there, to take the hits. That way I can go into special, or my second life. I can instantly throw the special 2 with the increased damage that I've got. And you can see now that the health is just dropping so quickly. It's absolutely nuts how quick it's going down now. The bleeds are doing so much damage, and it's not even going to be close. All I need to know now is that I'm going to be down to below 30% health, but that's not a concern to me. Put him into the immortal phase. Now I've just got to wait and get this special 1 out. Make sure I don't attack when he misses for a second. So in that phase he'd be missing, and now there's 60% health to get down. And you're going to see in a second that 60% health just drops in 30 seconds, if that. It's crazy. I just know that I can't miss a trick now. I have to make sure I hit everything. It has to be perfect. And that's the that's how I'm going to end up winning this fight. You're going to see the special 2 in a second, and there you go. So a 4-minute fight, basically. Annoying, but hey, you can do it. I've seen people struggle and die with other champions there, such as Mole Man and a couple of others who were even boosted. So the way it was going, I was happy to even walk out with the attack bonus, if I'm honest. This one here, so this is the prowess fight on path 6. So my plan here was just to Red Hulk her, just keep parrying, bait the special 1s or the special 2s. I'm normally pretty good, and we're just going to kind of just rinse through it. She's going to be giving us the heat charges from attacking us, so I know that my Red Hulk is only a poor man's Red Hulk and still unduped right now. Hopefully we can get that changed at some point. But yeah, the main thing just on this Scarlet Witch here is just to remember that she has this crazy extra prowess, and you're going to see it really bite me here. So you can see I'm normally pretty confident. I happily pushed them to special 2 and then ate the very last part of that cold snap, and you're going to see just how much damage that actually does. By the time it's even halfway through, you can see that the health's quite low. So at this point I know I've just got to try and finish her off. Luckily I do think Red Hulk would have survived, but again, it was just one of them things that I thought I'd get a little bit fancy because I know I can do it, and probably at the time in war, especially if it was a lot more serious war than what we were at this point, I definitely wouldn't be trying it. Brought in Nimrod for the Sauron just because obviously he destroys them anyway, but it also has the disorient node on when you parry, but because of it being Nimrod against a mutant, your ability accuracy can't be affected. So this basically just becomes a normal Nimrod fight. You're going to see here I throw the special 1 to push them up to special 2 to give myself an energize and put myself in the eradicate phase, and now I'm just going to build back up, try and get as close to the special 2 as quick as I can. Hopefully we can get there, and we're here now. Throw the special 2 and the fight's in the bin. So 40 seconds, again, you know what it is, these things just happen. But that's like the first war of the season. War 2 I didn't even bother joining. I placed my defense and then just joined with like pre-fight champions right at the end. This war, again, we're about 3 hours in, 4 hours in. Most people have already picked the paths that they want to do, and so I'm at the point now where I have path 3 and path 9 to do. So I think this is where I had some connection issues yet. As everybody knows right now, the game isn't in the best state. It's a little bit laggy. Battlegrounds coming back probably won't help that too much, but that's something we have to live with. Just like this stupid sniffly nose and runny nose that I've seemed to have developed. And yeah, so enough about me. Path 3, Vision Arcus. I'm going to use Doctor Doom. I only have the 5-star available to me because the 6-star has been used on defense. So it's going to be funny anyway. I can't remember the last time I actually used my 5-star Doctor Doom, apart from in the arena. I don't really ever think I ever really tend to use him that much anymore. So it's just going to be a special free fight. Now something interesting does happen in this fight, and I've never seen it happen to me before. So we throw this special free, and we're going to put them into the Doom cycle, which, you know, that's fair enough. That's what you'd expect, especially against Narcus. That's just what happens. So we're going to go into the Doom cycle and obviously change it a little bit because of Mystic Dispersion. Now he somehow stands up and gets to throw their special free before me, who's spamming pressing the button while they're even trying to stand up, can press it. Again, maybe it's a server thing, maybe it's an actual game thing, I'm not sure. But it is what it is. We didn't die, as you can see here. We've still got lots of health left. And we're just going to rinse him down now. Now, the main thing about this node is obviously the shock damage and the fact that if you nullify buffs, you give them power. But I really just don't care enough about it. And as you can see there, the Incinerate from the 5-star just completely ended the fight. So now we're going to get to go into section 2. And we're going to start heading towards Path 9. And Path 9, obviously, as we all know, is a very, very common place for that Doctor Doom. So I've done it before with Havoc in a season. I've done it in a war where it didn't matter, and now we're coming up against it now. But all the other times previously, apart from this, I've had different masteries on and slightly boosted and things like that. And I've had like an invuln or something that I've had on. But now, so the plan is to just get a shock or two on me and just try and stay out of range of the slaps. There he tried to parry me, but because it's Havoc and it was the non-contact attack, it did nothing. I parried and used the heavy in one-eyed open because I would only take back the heavy damage itself. The feedback damage there that was constantly on them I wouldn't then take. There he managed to catch me with a slap, which felt a bit weird because I was about the same distance. There he just decided to slap again. So now I'm in the corner and I'm just like, right, let me throw the special one. And this is where you see like the GT40 like reject gameplay, and I die. So even in a season like where I've not been very caring, that went terribly. But what you're going to see in a second is how to actually do this fight much better. Only starting with 40% health from the 40% revives. And I'm pretty sure I didn't put a potion in. This was a few days ago though. Did I do it? I'm sure I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Just to put on a 10% champion boost, because I had one expiring in like 4 hours at this point. So I just put that on, and I was like, right, I know I can easily do this fight. I've done it many a times. Let me just go into it again with the 40%, and I'm pretty confident I can clear it. I've just got to not play like a scrub. So go back in. Where we can, hit him once or twice to get a shock on us in the shock phase. I don't want to be making contact in the bleed phase. All I want to be doing is hitting block or dancing around. But you see there, I didn't get a single chance to make a connection in the shock phase. And the moment it goes to the bleed, he gives me a chance to intercept. So that was a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So now we're going to get the chance to go back into the shock phase again. He goes for a slap, again, just out of nowhere. The AI is a little bit weird, especially at the moment. And then he's going to... Now I've got a shock, I have to be a little bit more careful. If we've seen anything from that first fight, it's the fact that you can be dashing in and he'll be like, have a shock debuff. So there he's going to try and stun me. So I threw the special one just to get him away. It builds up my charges a little bit quicker, so he'll even get more damage again. But ideally the plan is to rinse and recycle all the way up to special 3, and then once you've done that, you got your power back boost and blah blah blah, if you were doing this in a serious war. But again, it wasn't too crazy serious. Don't know why I've not attempted to dodge that, but I didn't. Throw that again, don't care that he's got the aura up. As soon as I've hit into his combo, make sure it's a light attack so I can instantly dash away and get out of there. And now as you can see, the health pools are about even again now. So I've managed to bring this back. I've only lost half my health in the time he's lost like 45%. So now I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. Throw the special one. I have the shock on me. He's going to throw his special one. And we're just going to basically get to the point where we're both about to die. It's just who drops first. So you can see there, he's got me close to the corner. And we managed to get it done. So it only took 140% revive. And then a slight boosting, but I can tell you I'm very confident and like happy with that fight in general. I don't know, it just seems like a bit of a nightmare and a nuisance fight. It won't be the same next season because Ghost is going to be like on the whitelist, so there is 0 chance you're going to see Doctor Doom on them fights, because it'll be a massive waste and Ghost will just rinse them pretty much. So here normally you'd be like power start 1, tech boost, like you'd be ready to go. So as soon as you get to this point, you're in the bleed for it phase. You've already thrown a special 2. You're probably throwing your second special 2 at any time about now, and the fight's already done. That's the way you'd normally do it. But when you're me and you're trying to make all these fights a little bit more complicated than what they need to be, and also you're just kind of not really boosting, you'll see here that it doesn't really do much. Bishop has loads of armors on him right now. Again, this fight would normally be completed by now. You wouldn't ever need to worry. He is running willpower, so that is a great help to me, especially at the moment. And I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere, I think it's somewhere around the middle. He decides to throw a special 1. And then I've just got to, because now I've got to dash around again for the shock phase. If I can, I'd rather push him to special 2, but because of the willpower, it actually keeps him away, and that's where he threw the special 1. So at this point, I'm keeping away, and I realise that the steady release is actually about to be the same time as the bleed. So I just go for it with the special 2. I know I'm going to have some incinerates on me, but it's okay. That's just what it is. And now we're just going to have to, again, wait the shock phase out. Lots of parrying, lots of short combos, just hoping the infection ability accuracy stops a shot going on to me. And then we get the next special 2, and the fight's over. So that's all the gameplay for this video. Again, I'm sorry it's been lackluster and a little bit behind, but hopefully there'll be more content, more videos, more fights, and everything coming up soon. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate the support even while I've been away, and I'll see you in the next one.